Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the National Basketball Arena. It is the U16C All-Ireland Schools Final just getting underway. St. Kevin's of Finglas versus St. Peter's of Dunboyne. St. Kevin's of Finglas on the ball at the moment in the black and let's call it olive uniform. No surprise that the green and yellow of St. Peter's are from Meath and from Dunboyne, but it is St. Kevin's of Finglas who get the scoring underway. That was the best named player out on the court, Christopher Sandiego. The big three, that'll settle them early. This is under 16s, it is 8-minute quarters. Now it'll be 8-minute quarters across all 11 games. We'll stream for you here at the National Basketball Arena between now and Friday, including under 19s. This is Dunboyne on the ball, little fake there from Matthew O'Mara. And that ball did go out of bounds, so they'll get a chance to inbounds here. Thinks about the three, does put it up. That one's off the side of the glass, would you believe? Again. Nice crisp pass there for Finglas. Pulls up at the top of the key. That was Daniel Foy on the ball, and it's with St. Peter's now. Ross O'Donoghue with you on commentary. Don't worry, we'll get Matt Hall in as soon as we can. That's an unorthodox shot there, well put up from Dunboyne and from Finn Hughes, but it is Finglas to take the ball back down the court. 6 minutes and 50 to go in this 8-minute quarter. We'll keep you up to date on the time if you're not following it yourself. We do have the scores, of course, up on your screen so that you can follow things as you go. St. Peter's of Dunboyne through Finn Hughes. Nice ball inside, nice score too from Niall Birmingham. Getting Peters off the mark. It's 3-2 now. Dublin versus Meath. What a chance we have here. Unbelievable. Well played. No, that won't count. From Christopher Sandiego. He will, however, looks like he'll get a chance to take the ball back, but he was going for the and one there and it didn't come his way. But they do have the ball, and Dunboyne caught napping there as Sandiego fed. That looks like Niall Carolyn who got the score there. Kevin's lead 5-2. Six minutes gone, one basket game. Just to run very briefly through the squads with you. For St. Kevin's of Finglas, Bradley Owens, Daniel Foy, Dara Conlon, Lee Murray is your captain, Christopher Sandiego, Michael Ryan, Eric Testa and Joseph Gaynor. Coaching staff of Irene O'Mahony as lead coach and assistant coaches Selena McAvoy. Good score goes up there for St. Peter's of Dunboyne. Just a point between the sides now. Sandiego brings the ball up. Another shot from outside. The first one went in. That one had a look. No joy in that occasion, but good attempt there. For Daniel Foy. You'll note the slight hesitation before I go to name the St. Kevin's guys because they only have the number on the back of the uniforms. That's the slight delay there. I hope not to go totally Christopher Walken on you this afternoon. Good defence there for St. Peter's of Dunboyne. Ball is with Finn Hughes. As Jack Reynolds to his left. Good screen set there by Dara Gilmartin, leaving Finn Hughes still in possession. Ball does make its way to Carolyn, or Reynolds I should say, off the back of the rim. Good form on that one. Fast break here now for St. Kevin's of Finglas. And that's why you want to make yourself big when somebody's running at you. You might know a whole lot about it, but you will get a stop on, and that stop did go for Niall Birmingham, but did have a chance to get a shot away on that occasion. St. Kevin's again on the attack. Oh, that's a lovely score there for Finglas, and for Bradley Owens. Did well to take the ball out of harm's way and give himself a clear look at the basket. Coast to coast. Look to get the shot away there, Dara Gilmartin. 4:38 to go in the first quarter in this Dublin versus Meath encounter. Jack Reynolds Of course, these guys have been at an All-Ireland final already this year. They were in the Cup a little bit earlier in January. Finn Hughes. Well, it looked there like Liam Murray had done enough to get the stop, but he didn't, although his side still leads 7 points to 6. Defence is the shout from the crowd. That's another one that goes up. This from Bradley Owens. A little floater there from Eric Testa. And obviously he's the point guard, but it is Finn Hughes who's directing an awful lot of what's doing, kind of drawing players in, trying to create that space for the open shooter, which more often than not is Darragh Gilmartin to his left. Darragh's going to need to repay him with a shot going in sometime soon. Finglas seem happy enough to play around the perimeter, but they are up against that 3-2 zone, which is making life difficult for them inside, but they have already shown that they do have some outside prowess. Getting that first score of the game from them, that big three from Christopher Sandiego, whose name I'm going to try and mention as much as possible because it's kind of a cool name. Shot up from Finn Hughes, shot at glass before that one went up. That's a quick recycle. Superb bounce pass inside. Layup attempt was from captain Lee Murray, but it's back with Dunboyne. Good vision and cutting pass there from Bradley Owens, showing his full range. And that one went right over the top of Niall Birmingham. And Finglas will gather. And Kevin's just doing enough in this game to keep Peters at bay. See, the Finglas boys didn't feature in this year's Cup, but did come through a real tense affair against St Gerald's College of Castlebar in Mayo to reach the decider. It's all about strong defence for these guys and an eye for a steal. And you'll see that they are that little bit patient on the ball. St Peter's Dunboyne, well, they're looking for League and Cup double glory. They claim the U16C All-Ireland Schools Cup. They had to come from behind to do it, to beat Coláiste Poblachtán in the final. It was really their second half performance where they just came to life, just lots of creativity and lots of committed basketball. And really what they did very, very well in that game was target the strengths of their opponents, Coláiste Poblachtán, who had, well, a lot of what Coláiste Poblachtán were doing was about a key man inside and a big three-point shooter, and they shut both of those down and then went on a 14-0 run in the third quarter, which swung the game in their favour. And it was Darragh Gilmartin really who was a lot to do with that particular game. He was the MVP in that Cup final, so keep an eye out for him in the green and yellow. That's number 11 for St Peter's Dunboyne. Now watch for Niall Birmingham. He's another guy you can expect in the short corner for some good inside play. And as we've already mentioned, Finn Hughes is a guy who's just really likes to drive at the basket when the gaps are there, but they're not at the moment. It is good defense from Finglas. That's what they like to do. And they'll take the ball up now through Christopher Sandiego. Back with him, attacks the basket with the dish. Just again, patient build up, keeping half an eye. Of course, there's no shot clock for them in this particular one, so they don't have that eye on the clock, just on the time that it counts down, with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and another basket, and now they've got themselves a bit of a lead. That gap is out to 5 points now for St Kevin's. But I don't think you'd say that Dunboyne to be troubled just at the moment. Real sticky defense there from Lee Murray on Finn Hughes. That's Michael Ryan now. Inside again for Dunboyne. The kick from the baseline. Oh! And well, Darragh Gilmartin might throw a face at that one. Tries to narrow the distance between himself and the basket, and in this occasion He does an excellent job of making that one count. Back to a one possession game there. Good recovery there, because he could have just sat back and been annoyed that it didn't go in, or he could have gotten on the ball, attacked the basket, and that's exactly what he did. Another outside shot. It's off the base of the rim. And Finglas will clear once again through Finn Hughes. Nice two-handed dribbling there. But, well, that was Niall Birmingham working very hard to recover the ball there. And whilst the pass didn't go to hand, it is Dunboyne back in possession. Nice fadeaway. No joy there from Matthew O'Mara. On the ball for St Finglas was Daniel Foy. Plays Eric Testa. Travel called. I think more a breakdown in communication there is what led to that, rather than maybe a lack of concentration. Just need to know what their teammate is going to do next. Nice drive here from Finn Hughes, but got a partial block there, did St Kevin's. And it is the Finglas side who'll take the ball away themselves through Christopher Sandiego. Trying to set up an offensive set here. Good off the ball movement from Daniel Foy, who is on the ball, puts it up. Got to tell you, that one looked good from here. 20 seconds to go to the end of the quarter now. Peters might look to tie it up in that time, run down the shot clock, get off the last shot of the quarter, and be just that little bit happier going in. That's Jack Reynolds. Crowd is counting it down. Ball is coughed up. San Diego's going to have to go long to get a shot away. But he did the right thing. Unlucky. Attempted bank shot there from Daniel Foy. So, 8 minutes gone, one quarter done in the All-Ireland Under-16C Schools League final between St Peter's of Dunboyne and St Kevin's of St Finglas. Finglas, and it is the Dublin side of lead, 11 points to 8. Don't forget, if you're on social media today, to get in touch. We do requests, would you believe? At @bballirl is our Twitter handle. You can say hello that way. There's a hashtag on there you'll be able to get used to as well, and that'll be in play for the entire week. Overshot the runway there, did Dunboyne's Niall Birmingham. Well, if this one goes in, well, he'd just be absolutely delighted with that. Daniel Foy, superb ball work on the way up and good accuracy on the way down. Gap is back out to 5 points. Dara Gilmartin now plays Jack Reynolds with Gilmartin. Did very well there just to get the feet in the right place and get the shot off, but it's a fast break. Oh, and San Diego's going to be disappointed with that one. It was a good move, cutting across and switching back, letting the ball do the work. Just San Diego was just missing that little bit of wingspan to gather that one up and hit the layup. Darragh Martin now at the point. Plays in Niall Birmingham, who claims the rebound and then promptly coughs it up to Daniel Foy. Travel called on Foy. Consolation there from Bradley Owens. Owens just says, park it, move on, son. Now again, we did say that Finglas were a team with an eye for a steal. How are they on layups? Not bad. That's Captain Lee Murray converting there. We have our first Poznan of the day after just 10 minutes of basketball. The Finglas boys look up for the crack, there's no doubt about that. What about the basketball? Well, there is an accuracy issue from Dunboyne at the moment. They are getting opportunities in there in the short corner. They have the height. We know that they can make those shots, but they're not doing them right now. The gap is 7 points. St Kevin's of Finglas in the lead. 6:25 to go in the second quarter. Oh, unlucky there with the floater was Daniel Foy. This is Darragh Martin. Screen set by Matthew O'Mara, who then makes his way in and picks this one up. This is a good move if it goes in. That's good basketball. And just good sharp move there from Dunboyne, who hit double digits for the first time in this game. 15 plays 10, Dublin plays Meath, 5:44 to go. And I think he thought that one was going in, did Lee Murray? Oh, superb block there. Well, no, that's foul called actually on Bradley Owens. Picks up his second foul of the afternoon. Finglas have 2 players on 2 fouls. Bradley Owens is 1. Derek Conlon is the other. Okay, we don't like to hear celebrating when a player misses. And it just did enough to put off Finn Hughes. 0 for 2 there from the young man. Ball's kicked back out to Darragh Martin. Inside is Matthew O'Mara. And now Burnham coughed up the ball. So there you go, Finglas just getting stops right now, forcing errors. San Diego plays Eric Testa. That guy is just so pun friendly. If they win, I can't wait to write the headlines. Well, it won't be a testament to their passing ability, not after that one goes astray. Oh, I think I just blew my shot with the cliche there, or the pun, or whatever you want to call it. And right now, Peters are looking to get that ball inside. You just need to be a little bit more dynamic about it, you'd think. It's a bit telegraphed in there. Yes, they have the height and good solid hands in there, but it's going to need more than that. And that's good play from San Diego. Excellent steal, sets up the layup. And Lee Murray was just a little bit, I think he just overshot the runway there a small bit. He was thinking about the score before it went in. We have another one up, and that one is in. That's Christopher San Diego converting his own steal that time. 17-10 the score, 4:52 left to the half. It's the U16C Boys All-Ireland League final, coast to coast. That one really was just flung up there. It's a good score and a necessary score from Darragh Martin. The drive didn't work out, but did very well in that fadeaway. Just tipped the back of the net, and it's still 5 points between the sides. So really there's very little in this. I think Daniel, that's Bradley Owens with the attempt for 3. Be a bit disappointed with that one. If at any point in this game I say I could have done better, well then you know it's bad. Unlucky there with the reverse layup attempt is Matthew O'Mara, and it's Finglas back with the ball. That one using the net for an assist, and it just got a little bit sloppy, and an opportunity for Finn Hughes, and that counts as a run as they narrow the gap to 3 points. 1 possession game here midway through the second quarter, and they just need to be that little bit cleaner in transition to Finglas as the ball comes back off the glass yet again. They haven't really been contesting layups. If that if that one went in, it'll have to count as a trick shot, as it just bobbled along the top of the glass before dropping onto the rim. Timeout called for St. Kevin's. So it's 3:51 to the half in the Under-16C Boys All-Ireland Schools League final. First out of court on St. Kevin's of Finglas, and St. Peter's of Dunboyne will make their way down to their side of the court. It'll be Finn Hughes, passes in to Darragh Martin. Darragh's having a look. It's Jacques Reynolds who's presenting. Again, it's just going to have to be careful. There'll be no sloppiness because they will be punished by a really sharp St. Kevin's of Finglas side. And you'd have to say the stuff that Dunboyne are getting wrong at the moment, they're used to getting right. So this is stuff they can fix. St. Kevin's with Daniel Foy, kicks it out. That was unlucky. I think Bradley Owens thought that one was going in. Ball's with Darragh Martin. To his left, Jack Reynolds. Screen set by Niall Birmingham to go all the way. And that one looked like a set play actually. And we really do have a run, because it's just a point between the sides. And the ball is a bit wet, so we had to fix that. It's all part of it. St. Kevin's in possession. Another big three attempt. They haven't had one go in now in about 15 minutes of basketball. Just the first shot of the game was the one that dropped in for them. And that one was just handed on a plate to Finglas and to Eric Testa. This is Bradley Owens to San Diego. And that's unlucky for St. Kevin's, because they haven't had much joy on rebounds at this stage. I thought that possession would be back to them. Checking into the game for St. Peter's of Dunboyne is Niall Carolan. We do know that Ciara O'Leary and assistant Kev Lacey do like to run their rotations, but they do have a deep squad. Nice play there, mid-air pass from Murray. Hook shot comes in from Bradley Owens, but it's back with Dunboyne now. And Finn Hughes with his back to basket. I think we know who he's looking for, but that zone defence is working. And they've claimed another rebound in there. That's been a feature of this game, just Dunboyne haven't been able to contest on the glass. And young Christopher San Diego, well, he's been bumped around a little bit in this game, so he'd be glad of a chance to go to the line. I think this is actually St. Kevin's first chance to get anything from the charity stripe. It's 1 from 2, that'll do. It doesn't mean that St. Kevin's actually have a better record now at the moment than Dunboyne from the free throw line at the moment. Finn with a lot of attention in there. Good, simple basketball, good team basketball. And working very, very hard to get his basket there was was Niall Birmingham. He'd be delighted with the and one as well when it comes. Scores are level. This will take the lead. Nope. 18 apiece, 1:38 to go to the half. And again, good strong defending there from Bradley Owens. Really timed his run well, set up the transition. Unlucky there. Dunboyne, I have to say, did get back in numbers and got back quickly. Well played there. But you have to say, Bradley Owens in there has been doing a great job. Just under the basket. But he missed that rebound. It's just, there's no form of any kind really to what St. Peter's and Dunboyne are doing at the moment. They're just trying to get shots away whatever way they can. Now the one thing it is doing is giving them opportunities like this. And it does mean that Eric Testa has gone to 2 fouls. And now Birmingham makes the second one. And there we have it, that's the lead for St. Peter's, 19-18, a minute to go in the half. This is the first time they've led in the game. So we'll get to see the chops on Finglas now. And it looked a good ball inside. It just caught Bradley Owens that little bit flat-footed. It was a trade-off between where the player was and maybe where the player should have been, but either way, ball was back with Dunboyne. So kick it out, and that one goes straight over the top from Matthew O'Mara. Murray plays San Diego. That's superb team basketball there. 4 players in quick transition. That's a good basket for Daniel Foy. Derek Conlon getting in on with the assist there as well. Just let a player get away from him for a second. But there's just too much on that pass. Again, good transition from St. Kevin's. San Diego thinks about the deep 2. Pull the fake off the glass. Good score, and that's the half. So what a response there for St. Kevin's of Finglas to trail for the first time in the game with 1:03 remaining. A good response there, good team basketball. As you saw there, 4 players through the hands to hit up Daniel Foy, and then Christopher San Diego with the individual skill to pump the fake, come around and hit again off the glass to give his side a 3-point lead in the under 16C All-Ireland Schools League final. It's St. Kevin's of Finglas 22 points, St. Peter's of Dunboyne 19 points. Join us in about 5 minutes time for the second half. You might have just caught us napping there a small bit, but we are back underway. And the team that scored the last 4 points of the half are looking to extend their lead at the start of the second. It's Kevin's versus Peters, it's Finglas versus Dunboyne, it's Dublin versus Meath. And what is going for Kevin's is that they are mixing it up, both high and low. But the other thing is, where they're getting the scores from is from the steals and the passing, rather than just that kind of that outside shooting. And there has been a fair degree of it for a tactic that hasn't worked as well as they would have liked, the young guys from North Dublin. Again, this would be their first time at the arena for a decider this season. St. Peter's already came away with the Under 16C All-Ireland Cup back in January. Hard to believe that was back in January. But again, it is this, they are so confident in the paint to keep passing the ball, and then it does get kicked back out to the likes of Darragh Martin, who was trying to hurt Finglas from 22 feet there. No joy on this occasion. This is Christopher San Diego, St. Kevin's Finglas point guard. Inside the 3-point line is Bradley Owens. Outside it is Daniel Foy. That one will go out, and that one will go out of bounds. St. Peter's, and just another lack of communication there between Darragh Martin and Finn Hughes. And I think also Darragh Martin thought there was a deflection on that, because he didn't chase it all that hard back either, and it has given St. Kevin's of Finglas a chance to extend their lead. Nice drive inside. From the top of the key was Daniel Foy. Again, they do mix it up. Finn Hughes wants a bit of movement from Niall Birmingham. Good hustle there from Daniel Foy. And it's back with Jack Reynolds. This is Darragh Martin. And you just got the impression there that Bradley Owens had made up his mind to do that, and then maybe should have pulled out of it, because St. Peter's were back to defend on that occasion. San Diego, that's from way downtown. Superb shot there. Really, really crisp that just looked all the way in. And it was Lee Murray, number 8 for St. Kevin's Finglas. And you have to say that in terms of response, that Niall Birmingham would be really disappointed with that one. And there's your run, because Daniel Foy has really punished that one. And the score is out to 8 points now. Big score there, you have to say, from Lee Murray. He's the captain of St. Kevin's Finglas. And you don't see him shouting too much out there, but just does a good job of reassuring his players with a quiet pat on the back, and then leading by example, but just being part of that smooth offense that they have as well. Really are passing the ball well, and that's what St. Peter's Dunboyne have been trying to do in this game, with the quick ball inside and the quick conversion. Matthew O'Mara on the end of that one. Remember, and it was Murray popping up on the other side, looking to follow up from his earlier tray. But you have to remember, it was a 14-0 run from Matthews that really did the business for them in the cup final, and they're going to need something like that here, because they trail by 6 points and their opposition are in possession, and every time they go back to the outside, back to the reset, and a bit of a size disadvantage there for San Diego, but team basketball gets him out of trouble. And Boyne are a big side, I think, to a man there, a taller side than St. Kevin's of, keep saying St. Finglas. Was there a St. Finglas? I'm sure he was a lovely fella. Good steal there from Christopher San Diego. Ball is inside, shot is up, and it's in for Daniel Foy. Peters just pulled back on defense. Didn't think he was going to prevent the layup, so didn't see the point in giving away the and one whilst he was at it. And that's a timeout call for St. Peter's. There's 3:18 to go in this third quarter. So 3:18 to go in this third quarter. St. Kevin's, if you just joined us, had the stronger start, had a lead out to 7 points in the second quarter before Dunboyne came back into the game and briefly took the lead with a minute to go at the end of the second. But a good response for St. Kevin's to get back out and enjoy a slight lead at half time. And a third quarter run has extended that out. They now lead by 7 points. 8 points, excuse me. And that's well played there from St. Kevin's. Dara Conlon to come back in there, because there's a lot of what Dunboyne is doing is just that pass at head height or above us, trying to keep out of harm's way, but when they know it's coming, they can't get hands on it, and Carlin has been doing well in that one. With the and one. 5 point game, 2:52 to go in the third quarter. And I have to admit, we've seen Mexican waves, we've seen Poznans. I have never seen an entire school of supporters take their shoes off and hold them in the air. I've never ever seen that. That is rather impressive. Really need to find out what that is all about. At B-Ball IRL, if you can help us out on Twitter. At what point is it relevant for a school of supporters to hold their shoes in the air like they just don't care? 3 attempt is gathered by Niall Birmingham. And the forwards try and find the point guard. And Finn Hughes has it. And again, it's that ball over the top. Oh, nice fake inside. That's a good score. They'll be happy with that one. Again, the gap is out to 9 points at 1 point in this game. Chance now to bring it down to just a one possession game. It was just a good deception on the pass inside to Matthew O'Mara, who didn't even have time to think about it, just went straight up and converted it. One possession game now. 2:11 to go in this third quarter. Ball is back with St. Peter's of Dunboyne. And Darragh Martin, that's a good turnover there, and Christopher San Diego has, sometimes he's been sharp and gotten the steal, other times he's just had to stand there and wait for Dunboyne to make the mistake, and that's what's happened here, and that's why he's Sider in the lead. Oh, that's just a lovely shot from him, and he literally skips away from that one, takes the applause from Dara Conlon. That's a big score there. 31 plays 27. Oh, well done, Dara Conlon. Just to sneak the ball, plays point guard, who beats three players and puts it up and off the top of the glass. But you'd have to commend some of the defending from Dara Conlon in the second and third quarters of this game. He's gotten good deflections and good stops, and it's made all the difference, because it means that they just don't have the confidence inside now to do what they want to do. But despite his best efforts, that's a good score for Niall Birmingham. And whilst Kevins have been on top for this game, they've never really been able to sustain a big lead, and the gap is back down to 2 points now with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's outside to Murray. Oh, that's a good score. 37 to go. It was a deep two there to put 4 points between the sides. Carolyn inside, good play. Oh, they'll be disappointed with that one, but they'll have a chance to recycle. That was a second chance score. They might get a third. Yeah, 3 clear point scoring opportunities there, and Dunboyne will be disappointed with that, because it's run down the clock to 12 seconds to go. You get the impression that San Diego will be happy just to set up the last shot here, just to count down the quarter. Call these players in for the screen, for the shot to get away. Oh, it stepped out of bounds. Unlucky there, but once again you saw the orchestration from San Diego to call over Bradley Owens and Dara Conlon and say, I need the screen here, boys. And just a little bit of unfamiliarity with the court that cost them and turned over the ball. So, 8 minutes of basketball left to go in this game. It's the U16C All-Ireland Schools League Final. St. Kevin's of Finglas 33, St. Peter's of Dunboyne 29. We're back underway. And we have both crowds on their feet now as the arena gets a sense of the stakes that are here. There is silverware on offer, and we've one team trying to outdo each other, not just on the court but in the stands as well, as the Dublin and Meath boys, as we've seen down the years, try and outdo each other in any way possible. And that is another big three-pointer from Lee Murray. It's not just the fact that he makes them, it's the timeliness of when he does it. He's opened the last 2 quarters now with a shot like that, and it's made a big difference to the score and to the assuredness. Oh, what a response. Going to stop with the platitudes for Finglas, because Dunboyne have come straight back into the reckoning with a good response there from Finn Hughes. And that's the first time they've really come up with a score when they've needed it, as opposed to when they've been allowed. Faster movement there, but always, once the big boys of O'Mara and Birmingham are in there, the likes of Bradley Owens and Dara Conlon are never too far away. It was Lee Murray who coughed up the foul on that occasion, and that puts him on 3 fouls. Only player on both sides to be in that scenario. And for Matthew O'Mara, ball coming off the same point on 2 different occasions, but he did well to win back the ball there. And the ball is over now with Jack Reynolds. O'Mara again. And he might just, yeah, he's just berating himself just a little bit there. I can only lip read curse words, so. Oh, length of the floor to O'Mara. Will he do it this time? Yes, he will. And that's a big play there for Darragh Martin from Matthew O'Mara. A length of the court pass. Back to a 2-point game. 6:15 left on the clock. And O'Mara claims the rebound there, so it really is all about the fair-haired number 13 who tries to set a screen for Finn Hughes. Another good disguise pass in, but so much company in there for Jack Reynolds. They really have packed up in under the basket in the green and yellow of Meath. And again, they're having trouble from the line today. Jack Reynolds missing 2 from 2 there, and that was a chance to level it up, remember. What's the response? A chance for Niall Birmingham to claim another rebound and bring the ball away through Finn Hughes. On his left, Darragh Martin went for Niall Birmingham. And look at this sprint down the court here from San Diego. But just needed to hit the brakes before he ran in to Darragh Gilmartin, and Gilmartin punches the air as he knew he forced the mistake there. And here he is on the ball, takes it past San Diego, but that came off the wrong side of the rim. This time it's Bradley Owens in control. It's with Murray, who's on 3 fouls. For Niall Carlin, well, he's been heroic on defence today. But that's one of his few attempts on basket. Finn Hughes goes cross court to Darragh Martin. Matthew O'Mara tried to get that a little bit closer. It's a good turnover there. Just didn't get the footwork right, but the rebound goes in. Niall Birmingham there. Sides are level. 4:35 to go. Poznan from the Dunboyne faithful, and that's their first Poznan of the day. I think a little bit of help there for the Dunboyne crew from who appears to be the manager of Travelodge Swords Thunder. Gerald Leary has absolutely run up there. I think she's going to try and put on a school jersey if they give her the chance, but she's up there getting the crowd to shout defense. But there's logic behind her enthusiasm because, oh, what a putback, one-handed. Absolutely superb there from Bradley Owens. Really wonderful there, one-handed to put that ball back in. And it's a lead, and again, the crowd has a huge say in what we do in the arena. We've seen 1,000 kids, 2,000 kids in here make all the difference, but we've seen 100 do it too if you're loud enough and you're supportive enough. St. Kevin's of Finglas, 3:30 to go in this final quarter. But Bradley Owens puts it up. Big score there, a deep 2, 4 points between the sides. Now St. Peter Dunboyne, it's their chance to respond, and they'll need to respond. And they've coughed it up, and once again it's St. Kevin's of Finglas to steal. Lee Murray went over the top with the layup. Daniel Foy now. Sorry, that's Bradley Owens. Tries to do it himself. Just took one step too far and going up there. I'd be disappointed with that because the shot was good. And now it's a chance. Oh, look at that! Just caught everyone napping there, did Darragh Martin. With the three over San Diego, who's on the ball now. Now just a point between the sides. We've got ourselves a game of basketball. Foy plays Owens. Owens with the drive. Pulls up, hits Carolyn. And he's probably got some of the best stats on the floor because he's only had a couple of shots. And I see that's one of the problems with a Poznan. When you turn your back on the court, you don't get to see that whether a shot has been ruled in or out, but that one does count after a small bit of confusion. O'Mara looked for the ball inside, but wasn't too sure who it was going for. It was Niall Birmingham who it ended up with. And the ball will be brought back as Bradley Owens tries to break. 2 minutes to go now. Timeout called for St. Peter's. Right. One possession game in the U16C All-Ireland Schools League final. St. Peter's of Dunboyne, when they won this cup back in January, they were clear and out there in the fourth. They'd done the damage in the third, and if they're to complete this league and cup double, they're going to have to come from behind to do it against a side who are in their pomp at the moment in St. Kevin's of Finglas. But they do have the ball and they do have the pedigree. This is Finn Hughes plays Jack Reynolds. It's back with Hughes trying to find O'Mara inside, who has Carolyn for company. And it's good recovery there, well played by Darragh Martin. And the reverse layup attempt definitely did the trick there for Darragh Martin. Just that change of pace is what worked for him there. Bradley Owens feels a little bit aggrieved as he moves to 3 fouls. 130 to 134 to go. I don't think any of these key players who are on 3 or more will be told to hit the bench. Now, that was a big score for Dunboyne because they haven't been strong on free throws today, and it has cost them. And that's a great time to hit 2 from 2. 1 point between the side now. 1:33 left to go in the game. Defense is the shout to encourage the Dunboyne faithful, and he's done it again. That's another superb big 3 from Lee Murray. Ordinarily he's done them at the start of the quarter, and what a time to do it heading to the end of a quarter, because it is the 4th. We are down the stretch and there's a minute 10 to go. 4 points between the sides. Niall Birmingham to Jack Reynolds. It's up and it's down the other side from Darragh Martin. Somehow Niall Birmingham kept it in. He does look hurt. He's actually off the court. Bradley Owens advances with San Diego, who had it just open all the way up for him. Had a clear route to basket there. And now we have a bit of a celebration because with 46 seconds to go, timeout, it's back out to 6 points. And that was just an incredible turnaround there when a big 3 from Lee Murray, which ultimately could prove decisive. And then Dunboyne just switched off on one of the sharpest players out there, Christopher San Diego. There wasn't even much of a screen left for him, but he just looked up and realised there was nothing between him and the basket at the National Basketball Arena. That's the 3rd timeout called from Peters. They know they're chasing it at this point. Niall Birmingham doesn't look like he'll be taken out of the game, but he was hurt in that, and it's Kev Lacey, the assistant coach for St. Peter's College Dunboyne, who of course has been named on the the Men's Premier League All-Stars training squad after what's been an excellent season for Travelodge Swords Thunder. but he's on the losing side at the minute as Matthew O'Mara, 2 dribbles to the basket. Oh, that one could have crept in. That one really should have gone in for Niall Birmingham. It's just been too many times they've watched that happen today. And of course they have the shot, they have the clock not just on the big board but right over the basket as well. They'll be all too aware of the time ticking away here. Nice attempted suplex there from Darragh Martin after the whistle had blown, of course. And this is not what Dunboyne want. They need hands on the ball, and they're trying to do whatever they can to stop the clock as well, and that's why Darragh Martin's been over eager there. 29 seconds left, 6 points between the sides. That 29 seconds could be an eternity for either side, but there's a bit of a press on against Dunboyne now, and it's Murray tracking all the way, and that will be his 4th foul, I think, from Murray, so he'll need to be careful. 19 and a half seconds left now, 6 between the sides. And Finglas on the ball, breaking through Bradley Owens, has Foy inside. Does he need him? No, he doesn't! That surely is the game now. 8 points, 9 seconds to go. We'll hear a countdown from the crowd shortly, with 5 to go. This really is just a consolation and an unfortunate one, and that is the game. Full time here at the National Basketball Arena in the Under-16C All-Ireland Schools League Final. No double for Dunboyne. St. Peter's, the Meath side, unlucky not to complete league and cup success. However, for St. Kevin's, you'd have to argue that they've been fully worthy of their win here this afternoon. They've come through in a scoreline of 49 points to 41. Don't forget, this is just the first of 4 games today and of 11 games in total at the National Basketball Arena. We'll leave you to enjoy the presentations, but a reminder that coming up at 12 o'clock is the Under-19C All-Ireland Girls League Final. That's Muckross Park School, they're the double chasers in that one. They'll be taking on Coláiste Pobal Van Tree of West Cork, Bantry and West Cork. It's coming up at 12 o'clock. But for now, the winners, St. Kevin's of Finglas. The losers, unfortunately for St. Peter's of Dunboyne, but they've had better days and they'll have them again in the Under-16C All-Ireland Schools Final. A win for Dublin.